The United States is a formidable nation characterized by its vast resources, advanced military capabilities, and strategic global positioning. With a military budget exceeding $877 billion and a personnel strength of approximately 1.2 million active duty members, the United States military is often regarded as one of the most powerful in the world. This military prowess serves to deter foreign aggression and protect the sovereignty of individual states within the nation. The geographical diversity, local populations, and military installations across states contribute significantly to their defensive capabilities. Today, we will delve into the states of the United States that would present an insurmountable challenge to any invading force. Alaska, the icy fortress, nature's ultimate defense. Alaska, often recognized as the icy fortress, presents formidable challenges for any potential invader due to its extreme geography and harsh weather conditions. The state's rugged terrain, icy landscapes, and vast uninhabited areas create natural fortifications that would significantly hinder invasion efforts. With sub-zero temperatures that can drop to nearly 80 degrees below zero Fahrenheit, the weather acts as a major deterrent, complicating logistics and making operations perilous for invading forces. Alaska is also home to 9 military bases, including advanced installations like the Clear Space Force Station and Fort Greely, which house critical missile defense systems designed to intercept intercontinental ballistic missiles. This military presence enhances Alaska's defensive capabilities, making it a key component of the United States missile defense strategy. Additionally, Alaska's isolation poses significant logistical challenges, limited land connectivity, and the difficulty of reinforcing troops or supplies from the continental United States would further complicate any invasion attempt. California, the military giant of the West Coast. California is a powerhouse of military might and geographic complexity, making it a critical component of United States national defense. The state is home to over 30 military bases, including significant installations such as Camp Pendleton and Naval Base San Diego, which together house tens of thousands of active duty personnel. California's defense spending reached approximately $61 billion, the highest in the nation. However, California also faces vulnerabilities due to its long coastline of about 840 miles, which presents challenges for maritime defense. While the state's geography generally works in its favor, the accessible coastline introduces numerous potential entry points for an invading force. Major thoroughfares like I-5, I-10, and I-15 facilitate rapid troop movements and logistical support across the state, allowing for quick responses to any threats. Texas, the Lone Star Stronghold. Texas, often known as the Lone Star Stronghold, highlights an impressive military strength and strategic geographic advantages that make it a formidable barrier against invasion. The state is home to over 150,000 active duty personnel, with significant military bases such as Fort Hood and Fort Bliss, which rank among the largest military installations in the world. In addition to these bases, Texas hosts a diverse array of military forces, including the Texas Army National Guard and the Texas Air National Guard, further bolstering its defense capabilities. Geographically, Texas benefits from natural defenses provided by major rivers like the Rio Grande, Red River, and Sabine River, which serve as formidable barriers against potential invaders. These waterways not only complicate any ground assault, but also facilitate defensive strategies. Connecticut, a vulnerable defense. Connecticut faces notable vulnerabilities in military presence and geographic defenses, making it less prepared for potential invasions. With only 4 major military installations, including the Naval Submarine Base New London and the Coast Guard Academy, its focus is on training rather than active operations, despite ranking in the top 10 for defense spending, with $22.3 billion. Connecticut's investment is small compared to states like California. Geographically, it lacks significant natural barriers And as the fourth most densely populated state, defense logistics are complicated. These factors highlight Connecticut's challenges in maintaining robust defense capabilities. Vermont, guerrilla warfare haven. Vermont faces defense challenges due to its sparse military presence and limited resources, with only two major bases, the Vermont Air National Guard Base and the Army National Guard Base. Although defense spending has increased, it remains small compared to larger states. Vermont's mountainous terrain, particularly the Green Mountains, offers advantages for guerrilla warfare and defensive strategies, complicating potential invasions. However, poor interstate infrastructure, including limited highways and rural roads, hampers troop and equipment mobilization, making it difficult to respond swiftly to threats. Virginia, the military powerhouse. Virginia is a military powerhouse characterized by extensive bases, high defense spending, and strategic geographic advantages. It is home to Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval base globally, housing over 82,000 military personnel and supporting the United States Navy's Fleet Forces Command. Virginia led the United States in defense spending by $63 billion, highlighting its strong military commitment. Geographically, the Appalachian Mountains, Shenandoah Valley, and Chesapeake Bay offer natural defenses, while the state's well-developed transportation networks ensure quick military deployment. Virginia's economy is bolstered by numerous defense contractors, particularly in cities like Arlington and Norfolk, enhancing its military readiness. Delaware, a strategic yet vulnerable location. Delaware faces significant military and geographic vulnerabilities, despite its strategic location along the eastern seaboard. With only one major installation, Dover Air Force Base, and a small military force of 3,339 personnel, its defense capabilities are limited. The state's defense budget was just $700 million, with minimal investment in technology and equipment. Delaware's flat terrain and lack of natural barriers make it more susceptible to invasion, and its high population density complicates defense efforts. However, its proximity to major cities like Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. allows quicker reinforcements via key transportation routes. Despite this, Delaware's overall defense infrastructure remains weak. Rhode Island, the easiest state to invade. Rhode Island is highly vulnerable to invasion due to its minimal military presence and geographic disadvantages. With only Naval Station Newport and a few Coast Guard operations, the state lacks a robust defense infrastructure, having no Army or Air Force bases, and relying primarily on its small National Guard. Its small size, flat terrain, and high population density further complicate defense logistics, making it easier for an invading force to advance and target urban areas. While Rhode Island's strategic location along the Northeast Corridor allows for potential reinforcements from nearby states, these factors do not offset its inherent vulnerabilities. While some states in the United States are virtually impenetrable, others remain vulnerable to potential threats. The defense of our nation depends on a strong military, strategic planning, and the unwavering spirit of its people. So, the next time you wonder which state would be the toughest to conquer, remember these factors: military might, geographical advantages, and the indomitable will of the American people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more informative and engaging content. And let us know in the comments which state you think would be the most challenging to invade.